Aloha, I'm Billy Kenoi, here to respectfully represent the county and people of the island of Hawaii. Like my fellow mayor, Mayor Bernard Kavayu from the beautiful Garden Isle of Kauai. This is also my 7th session before the state legislature. And people always ask me, what you gonna do when you go up there? What do you ask the legislators? I said, hey, you know, local style, we go up there, we take off our slippers, be respectful. We're going into somebody else's house. We go there and humbly ask for support. As all of you know, we've just gone through the Great Recession together, collectively. We all worked collaboratively and we all work cooperatively to address important issues that affect the people in our communities. I want to thank the state legislators, both in the House and Senate, for your great contributions and support for the people of the island of Hawaii. You know, we talk about the visitor experience, but we know in Hawaii, if we make it a good place to live, then it'll continue to be a wonderful place to visit. And to that end, these many years, to get through these challenging economic times, this august and distinguished body has provided the support to our largest employer in East Hawaii, the University of Hawaii at Hilo. In the last 6 years, we can count construction nearing $100 million in the Science and Technology Building, the Hawaiian Language Building, Student Services Building, and now the College of Pharmacy. So I'm here to humbly thank you to not only creating greater opportunities for higher education for our Hawaii Island youth so they can achieve their hopes and dreams, but also creating those very important jobs in our construction industry, one of our largest employers, and keeping our working families working. A lot of support has also come to Hawaii Island in the past year and through each of our natural disaster challenges. We've had hurricanes, we've had tsunami threats, and since June 27th, we've had a lava flow that threatens to cut off 10,000 people. The largest, fastest growing area in the state of Hawaii is Lower Puna. I was born in the village of Kalapana. When Pu'uo first started erupting in 1983, it took 7 years for that lava flow to travel 6 miles. 7 years. So from 1983, I graduated in high school in 1986. I left for college in August of 1990. We lost Kalapana in October of 1990 of that year. So it took 7 years to go 6 miles. On June 27th, Pu'uo had an event that created a separate flow. And from June 27th, it was originally anticipated that Pahoa town was going to get cut off. Now, prior to June 27th, if anybody had walked into my office and said that a lava flow would threaten Pahoa, I would call security. Because it wasn't even considered. It wasn't even a potential or possibility. But in 4 short months, that lava traveled 13 miles. It sits a half mile away from the commercial, business, and educational center of an area the size of Oahu. The community, the state, and I want to thank all of you for your support to State Civil Defense, our Hawaii National Guard, State Department of Transportation, State Department of Health. Everybody has worked in a spirit of cooperation to provide and maintain essential services to the people of Puna. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, but people feel comforted that their leaders are working together and listening to their concerns. To that end, I support our requests from our Puna representatives and senators before this body. Our requests are a couple with regards to assistance of our residents of Lower Puna. Number one is the issue of insurance and homeowner and property policies. Insurance companies currently under state law are forbidden from canceling a policy, but they're not forbidden to failing to renew a policy. So each of us, every one of us, I went home and talked to my wife and said, honey, what if the flow came to our house? What would we do? And for many of us in Hawaii, everything we have is invested in our home. And we have this event that none of us have ever experienced before, You get a tsunami, you get a hurricane, we see it on the weather maps, and we have the event. This event is unique, and it doesn't seem right that somebody who pays their policy for a long period of time is all of a sudden told, oh, sorry, we're not renewing your policy anymore. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem fair. And we would be humbly asking this legislature to take a good look at those policies and those laws only in the interest of good faith and fairness. So that would be my request, number one. Number two is transportation. We knew the challenging economic times we had, so when we come here, I don't ask for county projects, but for state projects that happen on Hawaii Island. This legislature has provided funding to improvements to Highway 130, which is the main arterial between Hilo and Puna. Those projects are ongoing, and we just respectfully request continued support for the expansion of Highway 130. I know our civil defense sirens, some people go, hey, how big is the Big Island? Tell them it's 4,028 square miles. It's larger than the state of Rhode Island and Delaware, same size as the state of Connecticut. So we have to take our first responder system and have it work efficiently, safely, and timely over a large area. We are currently working with state civil defense to improve the reliability of the existing radioactive siren system to shift it to a more reliable satellite and cellular-based system. Looking for support for 36 new sirens around Hawaii Island, and so we humbly ask for that support. Finally, in the areas of economic development, as you know, an issue important to Hawaii Island is having another international airport. We lost that designation when Japan Airlines canceled their direct Haneda to Kona flights. That was 1,600 seats a week, came out to about 60,000 seats a year. Tourism officials say international travelers spend about $2,000 per visitor, so that's about $120 million out of our economy. More importantly, it provides a second international destination within the state of Hawaii. I know the State Department of Transportation is working on it. All of us are working with our congressional delegation, asking Custom and Border Patrol to redesignate Kona as an international airport. I know the state has provided resources to improve and upgrade the infrastructure there to meet the requirements of Customs and Border Patrol. So we request support for that. Other than that, I want to thank all of the House and Senate members who have maintained our transient accommodation tax to the counties in partnership, and look forward to 5 more months of continued cooperation and aloha. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, questions? Oh, not so quick. Not so.
Just meant for do that, but right now. In the spirit of hosting the Merrimana Festival, which I'd like to welcome all of you to. That was the beginning of my kahiko. So sorry. Hello.